Hi everyone, Soulrise Gaming, and today we're going through Clan Raid Checker. So in one of the recent videos, I did a tier 3 raid guide. With tier 3 raiding, you need to start getting a bit more tactical because there's different bonuses for the stage bonus and also a debuff for the Titan Lords you're fighting. Fighting the specific Titan Norm parts does come into a big play, and I would recommend to check out video, the tier 3 raid guide video. I will put a link to it in the top right hand corner of this screen, so feel free to watch that if you want to. And that does explain about the different tools you can use, or for example the Tap Titan 2 optimizer and the Boulder Souls tactic worksheet. I will be referring to this in today's video as well, but what I'm showing for you today is Clan Raid Check-In. I will put a link to this in the description below, but this is Titan 2 Raid Digital Transcience.com. It's basically an online link application that you can import your raid data, your raid stats, and it will give you the outcome of all your clan members who is attacking the correct body parts in percentage and data information. In tier 3 and above, it is quite important that most clan members are attacking the right points and when. So to help use this information a lot more clearer, so you can see which clan members are doing the best damage and which clan members are doing the worst damage, so you can do a better teamwork, a better tactics to clear those titans faster. This method is one of the I'll say easiest methods to use, and I'm just going to go in this video to show you exactly how to use it and how I'm using it in my clan, so you can get better results. First of all, you can click on the link on the description below and it will load up the web page. It has the 6 Titan Laws attack patterns you need to go through first. Now what I recommend is if you use Boulder Souls tactic sheets, so I'll put a link to that, that's on the Tap Titan 2 Compedian website. He has the typical strategy and unique strategy. As I mentioned, I did go through this in detail in the raid tier 3 raid video, which is in the link above. First, you need to load up which body parts you have been attacking in your last raid. So your raid information can be found on Clan Info, which is this tab here. Go to Clan Info top right again, and it's got previous raid, and if you click on previous raid icon here, it has the option to copy to clipboard. This is the information that we'll be using. So if you click on that, it says clan raid contribution data copy to clipboard, and it says input raid data. So this is where you're going to be pasting it. It will say at the bottom, passed successfully, mainly paired. And if you think you've done it wrong, we've missed a bit, you can press this button to clear it. The next thing you need to do is make sure that these Titan Lords body parts are either ticked or unticked, corresponding to the attack pattern your whole clan has been using in the previous raid. So if they've been using the typical strategy, then you fill in the body parts as shown. As a tip with my clan, we always send out a clan message which tells people exactly what body parts they should be hitting in that current raid. So that is the first message. I normally get sent out pretty much once a week just as a reminder, so it's kept at the top message, and sometimes we mention it in game. As long as you're following the strategy you've told your whole clan, then the results should be optimal for you to see which player has listened and given the best result. So that's a very important step. If you haven't told your clan which body part to attack, then the damage output is going to be bad and you'll be hitting the wrong body parts, and you won't be clearing that Titan Lord. You'll be stuck and on that tier stage for a very long time because there'd be a lot of potential damage wastage. So raid has finished and you've copied the raid results into the input raid data, and you've updated all the body parts. So I've updated the parts that should be ignored, so my clan should be following this attack pattern for each Titan precisely. You can go to player performance and you can click on the plus icon for more information, and the naughty corner where you click on the plus icon for more information. So top one, obvious, player performance shows by ranking player the on strat damage and the off strat, and skeleton damage, total damage, the amount of attacks, and the average on strat damage. That goes to, that says this on strat damage is the optimal damage on the correct body parts that you have advised, and the off strat is damage on body parts that shouldn't be advised. And you can do detailed stat report or legacy. Legacy just gives you the overall. Detailed obviously gives you a much more information about off and on strat. And the naughty corner is obvious. This is the worst damage results. and it gives you percentages as well. Now this is done by each individual body part, so it seems like a lot. So for example, Benzo's got 3, Naked's got 3. That's because it's listed all the body parts that were hit. So what you can do is that you can copy this clipboard, open up an Excel spreadsheet. So there's 2 different types. You can either do the player performance or the naughty corner. If you want to look at the individual parts, if you want to go in high detail, you can do the naughty corner. But if you want the overall of each player, then you can do the detail one. I'll do an example of how I do it. So I will do the player performance first, copy data to the clipboard, then I open up an Excel spreadsheet, paste it in, and now that's a lot of information, and it normally just goes to one cell input. So basically all the data is just in one column. So to tidy this up and just make it more manageable and easy to see, what I normally do is go to data, then I'll go to text to columns, so this icon here, click on that one. And it's got 2 different options, the delimited or the fixed with, because the option we want to be choosing is delimited because it's characters such as commas or tabs that you want to separate in each field, and this one is the tab that you want to be separated in each column. So it's the delimited we want selected. Press next. Now it sometimes as default has tab selected or semicolon or another option. As long as you have comma selected, which is the one that we want to use, that just make sure that one's selected. You can look at the data preview below to show you if it's correct. So it is exactly doing what it says. The original data looked like this, but because we wanted to separate the information from the comma, by clicking the comma button, it separates it into the columns, so the information is much more manageable. So click next. This is what if you want to you manipulate the data in each column. We don't, so just ignore that and click finish. And what it's done now is that it's now changed it for the information is separated into the columns, which is fantastic. And now it's just a case of just tidying up a little bit so it's easier to see. I normally click on the home and just do a couple of color variations. So put in grid, and then maybe go to view, freeze row 2, and that just makes sure so I can read the information at the top. Once I've done all that, it's giving me that it's exact same information that's on the website, TT Raid data. Now you ask, Soulrise, what's the point of importing all that data if you've got the data information there? Well, there's 2 reasons. One, you don't have to do this. This is just my own personal preference. But if using this formula, which I'll show you on the screen how the formula is done, this is a formula to show you the percentage difference between the off-strat damage and the on-strat damage. And by adding that formula, it says to me that there's a 3.41% difference between the off-strat and the on-strat. So basically there's nearly 4% damage wastage on body parts. Now what I normally do is then go to conditional formatting and highlight a rule. So anything over 10% I highlight it red. So that's the conditional formatting button there. Then you set highlight cell rules greater than. So anything greater than 10%, I want it to highlight light red filled with dark red text. Press OK. Populate the formula all the way down. You can either drag it down or click on the bottom right of the cell. This will drag the formula down all the way down to the bottom, and automatically you can see which players have hit. So over the whole raid have hit the body parts incorrectly and the percentage of it. So if you wish to, you can add a filter by clicking on the data tab and auto filter. And then you can do it from descending order, which basically means worst from the highest percentage. So you can see there's a couple 0% there on 2 of my clan members. That could be just because either the person's just joined, so they can't contribute to the raid, or they're on holiday and they made it an absent clear. Obviously, you got some people who are obviously way off, who's done more damage on the wrong parts than the actual right parts, which is quite hard to do, but considering they've got low amount of attacks, that could be the reason why. So mainly anyone over 10% of these people in the clan we would be chatting to just to see which body parts they're following. Maybe they read the information, they messaged body parts, or it wasn't clear. But this helps me significantly to see which of the key people you can do one-on-one chats to in Discord, or advice, or guide them in a tier 3 video, link above, to help them raid better. And these are your top performers, the best ones, who are hitting it on point and don't need any help whatsoever. So that's how I would do in the general. If I want to go in more depth, then I'll do exactly the same thing as I did before, but I simply would go to the naughty corner, copy that because this is from body parts. The reason I'm doing general because this does take time and it is a bit time consuming. Once you've done it a couple of times, it is a quick process. Again, you don't have to do this. You don't have to manipulate the data to see it. All the information can be visually seen on the website. I just choose to do this for, as I mentioned before, 3 reasons. One, I like to see the percentage difference so I can easily see at a glance. And also the reason I'm doing an Excel spreadsheet is that I can put the raid date outcomes, that's the date of the last raid, and I can do it by each tab. So I have a document saved on my computer so I can see the players' progress over the weeks. So it's always saved in one place. With the online website, unfortunately you can't do that. You can copy the data, but I prefer to have it on one document which I can flip between each tab. That's the second reason. Also, the benefit of having a document, I've included a tab for the attack parts, which you can then share the document with your team if they wish to have a copy of it. If they do wish to have a visual representation of what body parts they should be doing. As I mentioned, this is a typical body parts. You can have a unique one if you want to go into deeper with the team. So that's why I showed you how you can manipulate it on an Excel sheet, and the reason why I do it for my clan. Each person is unique. I do believe that this tool is very useful. Once you get used to manipulating the data, it is a quick way to see which players are doing the best damage from which body part, which players might need help. So if you want to go more tactics and tier 3 players, when you start getting into a higher tier level clan, you do have to be a bit more tactical. So this is a great tool to use. As I mentioned, I will leave all the links in the description below. If you've got any questions about how to use this, then feel free to leave a comment below. And big credit out to Corvid Dallas for the creation of this application. I will put links to his Reddit and email. And I had a couple of requests from clan members who wanted me to quickly talk about airplane mode when using deck attacks. Basically, the airplane mode is when you turn off the internet while using the raid attack, and so the server doesn't count that as attack because it needs to connect to the server to upload the results. So if you have a bad run, you leave the internet connection switched off, that will not upload the results. So then you just restart the application, restart Tap Titans 2 and just try again, and you won't lose any attacks. It's a great way to make sure you have the perfect 600 taps per attack. Here's a quick example made by Ray Monster from inside the Discord server. So as you can see, he's switched off the internet quickly before starting the attack. He then done the attack, and because the internet has been switched off at the top of the browser, when the attack's finished, if it's good, he just switches the internet back on. If it's rubbish, he just restarts the application. The attack won't be counted, and then he just tries again. So again, you can see he's pressed attack. He quickly scrolled down to make sure there's no internet connection, so he's got no Wi-Fi, no mobile data switched on, and this only takes 1 or 2 seconds. It may take a bit of practice, so I would recommend to try in practice mode like Ray's doing here, and it gives you 1 or 2 seconds before the attack actually begins. So it gives you plenty of time, switch off your data, do the attack. Once the attack's finished, if it's rubbish or you accidentally use the wrong decks or the wrong cards or you hit the wrong body parts, fine, restart the application. So just close it down, open it back up again, and your attack won't be counted. But if you are happy with results, then you pull down and drop down, switch your internet on, it will connect to the server and upload your results. Then you do the next part and just rinse repeat for your 4 attacks or how many attacks you have for that raid. And that's how you do airplane mode raiding. I just wanted to give a quick shout out and credit to the following people: Purple Ace 101, Matsy Chu, More TV, Cogsio3, Burnett, and AI Gaming. They are supporting and subscribers to Twitch and YouTube, and without their support they wouldn't be a massive help to this channel. Literally all their support is the biggest wish and thanks I could ever dreamed for. You don't have to do it, guys, so we appreciate everything, really appreciate everything you do. Also, they do, if you are a VIP member, you're thinking about becoming one, there are some perks. We have a members only Discord channel access, so you get priority chats and discussions, and also get shout out in videos. I will put your name at the credits of all my videos like this. And also I have specific gameplay with you. So if you request a gameplay with me in any of my live streams, I will try to play a game with you if I can. Again, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe for more Tap Titan 2 content, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.